Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I wanted to do something a little bit different today. I wanted to give you guys more extra content, and to do that, what I'll be doing is doing a review of this planeswalker here, Lord Windgrace. Lord Windgrace is the new planeswalker that was just released to us a few weeks ago, and you know what? I find him to be just amazing. It's an excellent planeswalker. Spoiler alert, excellent planeswalker. Alright, if you're not familiar with this channel, I just want to say welcome first of all. Second of all, please check out some of the content that we got, right? One of the things that I put up is a guide to choosing planeswalkers, right? So basically it helps you to figure out which planeswalkers are good and which ones you pretty much can avoid, right? This one, as you can see, if you go through those videos, this one, it's an excellent one. All right, I talk about in those series, that series, I talk about the fact that you want to look for these planeswalkers that have 3 colors, especially because they give you a lot of advantages over your opponent, right? And Lord Windgrace here is one of those that just gives you that particular advantage of having the 3 colors, right? So you can use 3 different colors here, the black, the red, and the green. A lot of that helps you with strengths, a lot of that helps you with mechanics, and of course a lot of that just helps you to dominate your opponent, and that's really what you want to do. If you haven't, as I said, if you haven't checked out those videos that kind of help you to figure out which planeswalkers you want, the guide to choosing planeswalkers, I really suggest you do that, especially because you'll find out a lot about themed planeswalkers. Themed planeswalkers are planeswalkers that have a certain theme that you can use to dominate your opponent, and that's exactly what Windgrace here is. He's a themed planeswalker. That means he can use a particular theme, which one, of course, I'm talking about is the Machine Distrust over here, which we'll go into a little later, and you use it to just absolutely dominate your opponent. Alright, so you'll see how I do that in the championship level deck that I'm going to show you after this. Anyway, I'll just go through all of this kind of, and then you can see if you agree with me, if you absolutely love him like I do. Alright, the first one for 5 loyalty points is one of the Titans. Draw a card. If that card is a land card, convert 5 gems to red. Activate black 3. Draw a card, it gains 5 mana. I do like this ability here. This one is going to be really good with a card like Agatha. Agatha is one of those that, you got that activate ability, and it says basically anytime you match an activate gem, you can convert some gems to red and green. And that's really big. You can revolve a whole deck around that, right? And this is going to be an excellent planeswalker because of this ability here. It's going to go nicely with Agatha. Alright, the second one here, Machine Distrust, says create 2 Panther Den tokens, create 2 Green Cat tokens, and opposing a non-land support loses X shield. X is the number of cat creatures and cat reinforcements you control up to 9. This is going to be a really good one. This is why I call him a themed planeswalker, because he can use this ability here to just absolutely dominate opponents, and you're going to see that in the deck that I have built for this planeswalker. It's called Jaguar Juggernauts. You'll absolutely love it. You'll see how I use it, especially, and I think you'll like it. The last one here, for 25 of those loyalty points, Protector of Urborg. Increase the cost of all cards in your opponent's hand by 12. Create 10 Green Cat tokens. Each non-token opposing support loses 6 shields. This effect can affect Vanguard supports. Alright, I love this one here too. What I would do is I'd build a deck using that Hidetsugu card. Hidetsugu, of course, is the Saga card that basically says, hey, if you attack with this creature, and it does more than 10 damage, you get 30 loyalty points. And of course, what you're going to want to do is attack with that creature every single turn, get your 30 loyalty points every turn, hit this ability every single turn, and basically you've won the game right there. It locks down the opponent in a phenomenal way. You can see it says increase the cost of all cards in your opponent's hand by 12. Create 10 green cats. You'll do that every single turn, and at some point you'll have an army of green cats, and your opponent will be paralyzed to stop you. He won't be able to stop you because you got the amazing ability to increase the cost of all the cards by 12 every single turn, and at some point they won't be able to play any cards. Very cool stuff there. Alright, so excellent planeswalker. You can take a look over here for the mana bonuses, but terrific planeswalker. Okay, here's the deck that I wanted to share. This is a championship level deck, and if you're not familiar with that term, that's a term that we use here on the channel often. Championship level means that it's played the Trial of the Plains, and it's gone through twice undefeated. Twice is an important number, obviously, because you win all of the awards that way. And undefeated, it's hard to do, very hard to do, but this deck has done it. I especially like this deck because this is an easy deck to build, just because it doesn't have any mythics and it doesn't have any masterpieces, all right? So I just encourage you to build this deck. This is an incredible deck. Now, the way this deck works, as I talked about, this is a themed Planeswalker. You can use the theme of that Panther Den to just destroy your opponent, right? To build up a tremendous advantage. Now, those Panther Dens, they make those green cats, as we know. Green cats are +2/+2. Graz is an important card here because instead of being +2/+2, those green cats will now be 5/3, right? 5/3 is awesome. That means that those green cats are going to be huge. Alright, I'll read what it says here. At the beginning of the combat on your turn, your other creatures gain the Juggernaut subtype until the beginning of your next turn. The base power and toughness of your other creatures becomes 5/3 until the beginning of your next turn. That basically means you got some monsters on your side of the board, right? Those green cats are not huge monsters. And that kind of explains why I call this deck Jaguar Juggernauts, because they will be juggernauts. They're huge. Alright, now the point of this deck is we want to put down as many of those green cat tokens as possible. The way we get that done is we get those Panther Dens out. The way we get those Panther's Dens out is we got to convert a lot of gems to green or to some other color, right? And that's the whole purpose of these other cards. Colony Garden, you know, it's a great support here, converts 3 to green every single turn. Glorious Sunrise, again, converts 3 to green every single turn. Good stuff. This is another one, Selvala. This one will convert to green for you as well, but the amount of green that it's going to be converted has to do with the power of the biggest, nastiest creature that you have, right? If you got a creature out there that's got 10, and it's on your side of the board, obviously, Selvala's going to convert 10 gems to green. Very cool. Awesome stuff, awesome stuff. I do like some of these other cards here. Tribute to the World Tree. This one says if you have a creature that comes into your control on your side of the board, obviously, base power of 2 or less, it's going to get a nice buff. Every single one of those Panthers are going to get this nice buff, right? The +2/+2 for each of those green cats. Excellent stuff. You can see what we're doing. We're trying to build around the green cat, all right? I suggest you build this deck. Check it out. You're going to love this deck. Alright, so let's get some game footage on here. I'm hoping to show you guys how we can get those Panthers out, those Panther Dens, get those green cats out. Hopefully we'll see how Graz works. And then, you know, as I mentioned, I just encourage you to build this deck. Build this deck because it's easy to build, doesn't have any masterpieces, and it doesn't have, you know, those mythics that can be hard to chase at some points. There we go, Selvala's out. For those of you that are not familiar with Selvala, you can take a look. I'll use the ability here. Confirm. It's going to convert 2 to green, as you see that it did, and it's 2 to green because 2 is the highest of all the power of the creatures that I have. All right, let's go like this, go like that, and we're putting down some cards. That's really good. Now, next turn, obviously, we're going to convert 5 because 5 is the highest power of, you know, the creatures that I have under my control. Alright, so that's going to be great. Gaia's Revenge is out. Oh, it looks like we're going to be able to put down 10. Okay, not super worried about Gaia's Revenge. That's a nasty, nasty creature. But you know what? We can handle it. This is an amazing deck. Colony Gardens again there. Alright, Machine Distrust. That's nice. We get those Panthers out, get those green cats out. Very cool. Now, what I'm thinking is I'd definitely like to hit this match 5 here. Give me that ability to go again. And I'm going to go with this because I want to make sure I keep powering up that ability here, right? This ability to make those Panther Dens. Alright, there we go. Putting some damage on the opponent. I'm really hoping for a Graz here, guys. If we get Graz, the Unstoppable Juggernaut, you're going to get to see how this deck works. Alright, more green cats. There we go. There's Graz. You know, we call that top deck, right? Don't we call it top deck? Top deck is basically when you get a card that you want right on the top of your deck, and boom, there it is. Kind of shows that, you know, this is a really good deck. This is basically what we want to do, right? Just do amazing things like that. Okay, Graz is here. I'm going to be looking for a way to get him out as quickly as possible. I'm going to go with a match 5 up here. Ooh, nice. Another match 5. There we go. Okay. Now, here's the thing, guys. Graz is going to play. I'm going to hit Alchemist Gambit. This is a nice one. You can read it for yourself. It gives you the extra swap, and it gives you double strike. That means that we got a chance here to win it on this turn. I'm not going to do the math, but looks like we may have a chance to win it on this turn. All right, we're going to put Graz over here. Alchemist Gambit. And you're going to see, we're going to get a big buff, and he's going to attack twice. And that's what I really like about this deck. You maximize the ability of these green cats just to do tons and tons of damage, right? You can see it right there. I'll hit the confirm button once again. This game is over. For all intents and purposes, we're going to attack again. And when we do, our Green Panther is going to do enough damage. Anyway, I hope you guys liked the video. You know, like and subscribe. Share with all your friends. You know, you're the reason that we do these videos, because we want to share all of the knowledge that we have here. We want to be able to help this game to be even more playable than it already is. We want to help you guys to win and just enjoy this game. And you know what? Like and subscribe, as I said. Share with your friends. That's going to help this thing to grow. Alright, that's it for me. Good gaming, guys.